Hello Divination and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to download and install our free blog post template for Divi's Family Doctor Layout Pack. This is the final result we're aiming to achieve, so without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. All right, so what we need to do is to head over to this blog post, which I'll link to in the show notes below. To download it, you want to scroll down, click here on Get It for Free Today, enter your email address, and then hit download. Next, you want to click on download the files, and you can see here the files have been downloaded on my left bottom part of my screen. So now I'm just going to navigate to this file. So here it is. Next, I'm going to double click on it. So we are going to come back to this in a moment. So the next step now is to head over to our website. So here is our site. So as you can see here, I'm in the theme builder, and to access the theme builder, you just need to come all the way down here to Divi and then click on theme builder. So this gives you the theme builder. So when you start off, it is blank. So what we need to do is to go to that file that we downloaded, and we need to install it by coming over here to portability. Okay, so let me just drag over here so you can see what the file looks like. So you need to go into the folder, and this is the single file that we're going to use, and this is our template. Okay, so I'm going to click here and then click on the import tab. Now I need to install that file, and here it is on my folder. So next I'm just going to drag and drop it here. All right, so I'm going to click now on import Divi theme builder template. And now it is installed. Now, what I often find is a lot of people, when they download the template, they try to install it as a zipped file. This doesn't work. You need to make sure you unzip it first before you can start using it. Okay, so now that we have this, now I haven't gone ahead and saved because I need you to see what template we have right now. So I've just gone to all my posts here. So let's view this Hello World post. So here is what it looks like. Now this is the Divi stock, and we need to now see what this looks like when we install our template. So to see how this is going to look, and trust me, this is going to be a total transformation. So back over here now, all I need to do after installing it is just to click on Save Changes. So now that I've hit Save Changes, if I come back on this tab and refresh, you're going to see a transformation of my post layout. So here we go. All right, so now as you can see, this looks way much better than we had. We have a nice, beautiful header here. And over here, we have our post categories. We have our comment count, publish date, and post author. And as we scroll down here, you can see we have a custom font here, which is fantastic. And over here, we also have a call to action. And then finally, we have the comments area, which of course is styled. Okay, so what we're going to do next now is to go in, and I'll show you how to go in and customize these colors, perhaps to match the colors of your website that you're working on. All right, so back over here now, if you want to customize this design or this template, what you need to do is to click on this pencil icon. It's going to take you into the builder. So first things first, what we need to do is to go into our section settings. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon. And if you want to see what has been updated in this section, you want to click here on these three little dots and then go to view modified styles. So this will show you everything that was modified on this section. So here I'm mostly interested in the image in the background. So I'm going to click here, and we can see these two items here represent our background. So if you want to have your own shapes, you can always go ahead and delete it by just coming over here, and now that is gone. Next, we also have padding here of 200 pixels to the top and 100 pixels to the bottom. So if you want to make changes to that, you can also do that. But we're not going to change anything here, so I'm going to close out of here. So these are the two images that we have in the background. Next, let's take a look here at our main heading text. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon. Now this is a text module, but it has dynamic text, and this is going to show us our post title or our archive title. Okay, so right now this is what it looks like as a default, but when whatever post name you have is what's going to be shown on that post page. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this icon, and this is going to take me to my font settings. So as you can see, it's set to semi-bold, so you can always go in here, change this to bold if you want to. You can also go in and change the colors to match your branding. Okay, so this is where you normally go. Next, we also have our size. If you want to increase it or decrease it, this is where you'd go to do that. We also have line height. If you want to increase it, you can always do those changes here. Now, the beauty of this is all the changes that you make here will be applied pretty much across all your posts on your website, even if you have 1,000 posts or even more than 1,000. Okay, so that's the beauty of using the template. All right, so this is what we can do here. So I'm just going to close out of this. Next, we are going to take a look here now at rows. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon to go into my row settings. And also what you can do here is to go to these three little dots, and you can also view what has been updated. So here I'm just going to go to my background. So this is my main background color. So I can change that to whatever color I want. So as you can see here, this is updating. So if that's the color that's on your color palette for your business, this is where you want to come and change that. Okay. And also, if you want to make some adjustments to anything else, just make sure that you're in the right item, because this is where you find where all the settings are. Okay, so I'm going to close out of here and let's move on to the next thing. This is our image. So this is a featured image, and there isn't much we can do here, right here, but from what I can see, we have some borders. And if I come over here to the border, you can see that we have 100 pixels here to the top. So you can reduce that to perhaps maybe even 60, and also do the same here to the bottom. So it just depends how you want your image to show, but this is where you would come and make those changes. All right, so I'm going to close out of there. Let's move on to the next part. Now, I really like the way these boxes are set here. So to customize them, just click on this gear icon, and that's going to take you into your blurb settings. So if you want to change the icon, you can just come over here and change your icon. So as you can see, that has changed. Next, let's take a look at the colors. So if I click here on the title, this is going to take me to my heading 4, and I can play around with the colors here. So you can see as I change my colors here, it's updating, and that's pretty cool. All right, so pretty much that's all you can do here, and you can also apply these changes to the rest of these blurbs. All right, so I'm going to close out of here, move on to the next part. Now, this is our content. Okay, so to make customizations to this, you can just click on this gear icon. It's going to take me to my post content settings, and again here the most important is to come over here to our heading and set our heading. Ideally, I would have this as semi-bold or even bold, just to make my heading stand out. Now over here is where you can change your colors for your headings. Next, we're going to take a look at the paragraph, and right now we have Poppins Light, and you can set it to regular, and again you can also change the colors here to match what you want. Next, we can also come over here to our border and add some borders, but you know what, I prefer to leave it as it is. All right, so pretty much that's all we can do here on the post settings. Now let's move on to the next part, which is our call to action. Now, first of all, let's take a look and see how we can change the background. So I'm going to click here on this section settings, background, and this is our main background color. So to change it, you can just click over here, and that has updated just like that. Okay. Next, we can also change our text here. So if you have your own text you need to add in here, you can just override what we have here. We can also do the same with the main title here, the contact us. This is also text settings, and you can go in by clicking here on this paintbrush icon. It's going to take you straight to your heading 2 font. We can change our colors here. And then finally, we have our button. So I'm going to click here, and from our button, we can change the button text. And what is also important here is to go in and add your link. So it's important that you have your button URL here. I'm just going to add a blank one, but in your case, you want to make sure that this is going to your contact page. Next, let's head over to the design. So to customize this button, you want to click on button, and this is where you make your changes. So you can increase the size here of the title. You can also change the color. And over here, you can also change the background. And then moving on, you can also add a border width. But of course, I think this looks better as that. Okay, now if you want this as a rectangle or even reduce the border radius, you can just drag the slider all the way to the left. And this now has removed our rounded corners. For our button here, we can also change our font to, say, for example, Poppins. And here we go, just to maintain our consistency. So pretty much that's all we can do here on the button and also the call to action. Now, finally, let's take a look here at the comments. So to customize the comments, you can just click here on this gear icon and you can customize pretty much every single item here. So let's start with the title. So we can change the color like that, and maybe Jane Doe, change the color. You can also change from regular to medium. And over here, you can also go in and change the colors from Poppins to, say, regular. And we can also change the color. So pretty much every single item here can be changed. The key to working fast is making sure you click here on this paintbrush icon. So this will take you directly to the item you want to customize. So you can see here, this is the item that we're customizing. So it's jumping straight to where you need to make your changes to. All right, so pretty much this is how you go in and customize and update your template to match your design. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.